Hi, I'm Andy and I'm a smoker. I smoke cigarettes and that's all about to change soon. I'm about to stop smoking.
In 2009, I found electronic cigarettes by accident.
Now, for those who don't know what vaping is, it all revolves around this new fantastic invention, which seems to be an electronic cigarette. Now, I told my wife about this today and she didn't believe me.
I got my first kit and shared my experiences about them on YouTube.
Really, this video diary isn't for me to review devices, it's for me to pass on how a smoker is getting on vaping for the first time. And I can honestly say, you can kiss goodbye to cigarettes. It's really opened my eyes to the fact that, you don't have to smoke, you can vape.
I had found one of the most vibrant, fun and well-informed communities on the planet, and I was proud to be part of it.
As the community grew, various government organisations and the European Union wanted them regulated with strict medical precision.
Which would make them unattractive, ineffective and expensive.
The right way to regulate e-cigarettes is as consumer products. It's ridiculous to regulate them as medicines. They're not medicines, not in common sense and not in law. They're not used for treatment, and the people selling them aren't selling healthcare products.
People don't get excited about medicines, they just don't. When did you last hear of somebody organising a patch fest to celebrate the NRT patch? It just doesn't happen. But Vape Fest is going to happen for the 4th year running this August. We're anticipating there'll be about 3,000 or 4,000 people attending.
Vapers united and fought against this ill-conceived legal framework.
These balloons represent the lives of smokers that would be saved if the European Parliament and Envy Committee got it right today. These are lives that can be saved by e-cigs, because e-cigs save lives!
And for the first time ever, a community who were fighting for the right to reduce harm were instrumental in changing political opinions.
A nyní přistoupíme ke zprávě McEwan.
And the vote went in our favour.
I just can't believe it. I cannot. But it's fabulous, fantastic news that we won.
E-cigs were not going to become medicines.
What a phenomenal day in history today is.
Sadly though, e-cigs were then included in the Tobacco Products Directive. This TPD enables the EU to regulate advertising and what can be sold. And now this law is about to be enforced.
Right now, before the TPD is implemented, vaping is booming. People can order kits online and watch YouTube videos.
People are actually taking control of their own destiny with this and not their own, what they enjoy. So that's what it is. It's a hobby as well for people. A lot of people see it as a hobby.
Ex-smokers read forums and visit vaping festivals to find products that might work for them.
And for the first time, as a colleague of mine, Jacques Huzek, has said, stopping smoking is interesting and fun.
It's quite an extraordinary good thing about free markets, allowing people to find their own way out of the risks of smoking.
This freedom of choice and information, I think, is key to vaping's success.
It's been out of people's pockets as a transfer from buying cigarettes to buying a safer product. So acceptable and attractive.
Us vapers have heard over and over again that the European Union does not want to ban electronic cigarettes.
This isn't about banning them, it's about closing loopholes.
This is not a directive which prohibits smoking or prohibits e-cigarettes, it just regulates them.
Linda McEwan, who pushed the law through, told us this.
There's a lot of things being said out there about e-cigarettes, and people are scared that e-cigarettes will disappear from the market. That's not what we have voted today, on the contrary.
And I have no intention whatsoever of trying to get those products off the market.
So I keep seeing people saying the EU wants to ban e-cigarettes. Nobody's trying to ban them. Parliament has voted to allow e-cigarettes to stay on the market as consumer products.
None of those governments are saying that this means that the products won't be on the market.
In terms of the consumer, the person buying e-cigarettes, most people won't see much change.
In November 2015, a popular vaping forum published a leaked proposal of the TPD's advertising restrictions on e-cigs.
What this document states, if accurate, would absolutely mean the end of vaping as we know it.
Restrictions on advertising, types of advertising.
Every company website, blog and video review on YouTube would be illegal. Any meeting or discussion would be classed as a product promotion.
Whiteout.
This essentially is telling me that I cannot do a video like this. It is prohibited. Where is my freedom of speech? Where is my right to choice? Where is my right to actually take nicotine as I choose instead of actually being committed to death by these thieving, horrible, nasty politicians?
These products are competitive consumer recreational drug products in direct competition with cigarettes. Think about the real public health agenda, which is getting the maximum number of people to switch. And you don't do that by making a product as safe and bland as possible. You make it as attractive as possible and allow powerful marketing for it.
This whole sector needs to be free of that sort of stricture, particularly at the point of sale. It needs to be marketed freely as a consumer lifestyle product.
In December of last year, EU Health Commissioner Tonio Borg told a Brussels press conference, "We are not banning smoking, we are making it less attractive."
In practice, when it comes into force, it will bring about a reduction in tobacco consumption.
Well, Mr. Borg, me and my 2.5 million vaping friends would disagree with you, because by imposing the same strict rules of tobacco advertising, surely it will reduce the amount of people who are actually able to discover this safer alternative.
The consequence is that you have a negative effect because fewer people switch and therefore more people continue to smoke. And that's the health impact, the negative health impact of excessive caution. And that is at the heart of the misunderstanding, the marketing proposition that has to go with e-cigarettes to make them attractive to smokers.
If the Tobacco Products Directive goes through, as written currently at the moment, what the impact of that will be is businesses like mine will close.
So last week I wrote to several of my local representatives using the site writetothem.org, which enables anyone to contact their local elected representatives. My letter contained one simple question, asking them to explain how restricting freedom of speech about a safer alternative will achieve Tonio Borg's goal of reducing tobacco consumption and harm.
My first reply came in from Claire Moody,
who is a member of the European Parliament for the southwest of England for the Labour Party. And it quickly became apparent that I had received a copy and paste response. She hadn't actually read my question.
The second reply came in quite quickly, this time from Dr. Liam Fox, who's my local Conservative MEP.
Who used to be the Secretary of State for Defence, a job which has clearly enabled him to dodge questions with great skill.
Because once again my question went unanswered about the social media and advertising blackout that is about to squash vaping.
To be fair, Liam and I have got previous. When I wrote to him 5 years ago about the MHRA's proposal to medicinally regulate vaping, I got a handwritten note from the Houses of Parliament.
The Minister's reply: it is not encouraging.
Back in 2009, I never wanted to quit smoking, but I had found vaping on YouTube. I ordered a kit from a website and have not smoked a cigarette since. Without that website, without the forums, without the vape meets,
without that free flow of communication, I'm sure I'd still be smoking today. And from my research into the TPD, that's what it looks like it was designed to do.